Calm before the storm. The morning sun rose over Elysium Colony like it did every day. The settlement on Kareth's moon was beautiful in the way that only frontier worlds could be. Raw, green, alive with possibility. Children chased each other through parks while their parents walked to work. Farmers tended terraced fields in the fertile valleys below the ridge. Scientists bent over microscopes in bright laboratories. Teachers wrote equations on glowing whiteboards. 10.3 million people called this moon their home. Alina Vasquez was walking her daughter to school when she noticed the shadows. She looked up and saw shapes moving across the sky, enormous and silent, the way mountains move in dreams. At first, she thought storm clouds. Then she realized they were ships, hundreds of them. They blocked the sun like a metal curtain being drawn slowly across the heavens. "Mama, what are those?" her daughter whispered. Alina grabbed her daughter's hand and ran. Across the colony, alarms began to wail. People froze in the streets, tilting their faces upward. The ships were massive, dark as midnight, angular as blades, and on their hulls burned a symbol that every human in the galaxy recognized: the crest of the Kethran Dominion. The Kethrans were one of the oldest species in the galaxy, tall, scaled, predatory. They had ruled their corner of space for 10,000 years. They sat on the Grand Concord, the galactic alliance that governed interstellar politics. They considered themselves the pinnacle of civilization. They despised humanity most of all. Humans were too new, too fast, too stubborn. The Concord had never fully accepted them. Too aggressive, the old species said, too unpredictable. But the real reason was simpler. Humans spread like fire, adapted like water, and refused to break like stone. The ancient species feared what they couldn't control. The Kethrans hated them most of all. When humans built Elysium Colony on Kareth's moon, the Kethrans erupted. They claimed the moon was theirs by ancestral right. The Concord did nothing, so the Kethrans decided to do something themselves. The broadcast. Governor Marcus Hardin was in his office when his aide burst through the door. "Sir, 200 Kethran warships. They've surrounded us completely. Communications are jammed. Nothing gets in or out." Hardin stared at his screens. 200 warships, every weapon pointed at the cities below. The screens flickered. A face appeared, scaled, dark, cold as deep space. The eyes were amber with vertical slits. He wore the uniform of a high commander. "Humans of Elysium Colony, I am Commander Vreth of the Kethran Dominion. You built your settlement in our territory. You ignored our warnings. You showed contempt for a superior species." His voice was almost bored. "Today, you learn your place." "Commander, please." Hardin grabbed his communicator. "There are children here, families. We can negotiate. We can—" Vreth smiled. It was the worst smile Hardin had ever seen. "We know there are children. That is precisely why we chose this colony." He paused, letting each word land like a stone. "Soldiers die with honor. Civilians die with fear. The galaxy needs to see humans afraid." Then Hardin noticed something that turned his blood to ice. This wasn't just being broadcast to Elysium Colony. The signal was galaxy-wide. Every planet, every station, every ship in known space was watching. The Kethrans didn't just want to destroy a colony, they wanted an audience. The first shots came without warning. Kethran soldiers landed in the streets, tall, fast, merciless. They carried weapons that glowed with violet energy. They did not ask questions. They did not take prisoners. They simply began killing. The Chamber of Silence. On Earth, in the great chamber of the United Human Assembly, every representative sat motionless. The broadcast showed everything. Soldiers going door to door, bodies in the streets, burning schools. Children running through the smoke, while Kethran soldiers waited outside with weapons raised. Commander Vreth appeared on screen regularly, offering commentary, making jokes, laughing when humans begged for their children's lives. At one point, he held up a human child by the arm. "Here is a colonist," he said. "Look at this little species, so small, so fragile. This is the species that thinks it deserves a place among the stars." He dropped the child. He raised his weapon. Around the galaxy, different species watched, some in horror, some in fascination, some with quiet approval. In the Grand Concord Chamber, representatives from 47 species debated. Some demanded intervention. They were outvoted. Others said humanity had brought this upon themselves. The Concord did nothing. No one helped. No one even spoke out. The galaxy watched 10 million humans die, and the galaxy did nothing. Governor Hardin was the last to die. The Kethrans kept him alive deliberately. They wanted him to see everything, to know that he had failed, to carry that weight until the very end. When they finally brought him before Commander Vreth, Hardin was barely standing. His clothes were soaked in blood that wasn't his own. His eyes were hollow. "Any last words?" Vreth asked. Hardin looked up slowly. Something flickered in those hollow eyes, something quiet and terrible. "You've made a mistake," he said. Vreth laughed. "What mistake? Your species is weak. Your military is nothing. You have no allies. What could you possibly do?" Hardin smiled. It was the smile of a man who knows something the room does not. "You could have killed us quietly," he said. "You could have destroyed this colony and claimed it was an accident. But you wanted a show. You wanted to humiliate us. You wanted the galaxy to laugh." He straightened his spine despite everything. "You didn't just kill us, Commander. You made every human in the galaxy watch. Every parent imagined their family in these streets. Every child saw what you did to children just like them." His voice dropped to almost a whisper. "You wanted to break us. Instead, you united us. Every human watching right now is not broken. They are angry. An anger so cold and so deep it will never burn out." He met Vreth's eyes. "You have awakened something today, and when it comes for you, and it will come, remember this moment. Remember my face. Remember that I warned you." The screen went dark. In the United Human Assembly, no one moved. No one spoke. Some had tears on their faces. Some were pale. Some shook with rage so complete their bodies couldn't contain it. Admiral Nakamura walked slowly to the center of the chamber. Her boots echoed in the silence. Every eye followed her. When she spoke, her voice was quiet, but in that chamber of absolute stillness, every syllable reached every corner. "I have served the human fleet for 40 years. I have seen battle. I have seen cruelty. I have seen death." She paused. "But I have never seen what we witnessed today. They didn't just kill our people. They made it entertainment. They wanted the galaxy to laugh at us. And some did laugh. Some cheered. The Concord did nothing." Her hands were steady. Her eyes were dry. "So be it. If the galaxy will not protect us, we protect ourselves. If they will not give us justice, we take it." She turned to face the full assembly. "I am requesting authorization to mobilize every resource humanity possesses, every ship, every factory, every scientist, every soldier. I am requesting we suspend all normal operations and focus on a single goal." She let the silence breathe for a moment. Not defense, not protection, retaliation, complete, total, absolute. Representative Okonkwo stood. "Admiral, what exactly are you proposing?" Nakamura looked at him. Her eyes were cold the way deep space is cold, not with anger, but with the absolute absence of mercy. I am proposing we destroy the Kethran Dominion, not defeat them, not humble them, destroy them. Every ship, every colony, every city. I am proposing we erase them so completely that 1,000 years from now, species will still tell stories about what happens when you kill human children and laugh. The chamber erupted. Some shouted in support. Some called it madness. Some demanded diplomacy. Nakamura waited. When the noise died, she spoke again, quietly, almost gently. I know what I'm asking, but think about what we just watched. They killed 10 million people and broadcast it as entertainment. They are waiting for us to send diplomats, to beg, to accept our place. Her voice dropped to barely above a whisper. I say we give them something they don't expect. I say we give them silence. 1 year of silence. Let them celebrate. Let them think we are broken. And then, when they have forgotten about us, when they have moved on to their next conquest, we come for them with everything we have, and we do not stop. The vote was held at midnight. It was unanimous. The year of silence. For 1 year, humanity disappeared. No speeches, no threats, no diplomatic protests. Human ambassadors withdrew from every galaxy station. Trade ships stopped flying. Colony worlds went dark. It was as if humanity had simply ceased to exist. The Kethrans celebrated. Commander Vreth became the most famous military leader in their history. Statues were built in his honor. Young Kethrans dreamed of becoming like him, a warrior who had humiliated an entire species before the watching galaxy. The Concord moved on. Some representatives joked that the Kethrans had done everyone a favor. The human problem, they said, was solved. They were all wrong. Behind the silence, Earth was becoming something the galaxy had never seen. Admiral Nakamura stood in an underground command center beneath the Swiss mountains. Around her, hundreds of officers worked in complete silence. The maps on every wall were not defensive plans. They were blueprints for extinction. She reported. General Park stepped forward. The shipyards are ahead of schedule. 800 warships completed. By year's end, 4,000. Quality exceeds anything in the galaxy. Our shields are stronger than Kethran shields. Our weapons hit harder. Our engines are faster. The special weapons? Park hesitated. Admiral, they violate 20 Concord conventions. The Concord watched our children burn, Nakamura said quietly. I don't care about their conventions. Can you build them? Yes, then build them. In a secret facility on the moon's dark side, Dr. Sophia Reyes stood before a container no larger than her hand. She had spent 20 years developing treatments for childhood diseases. She had saved thousands of lives. Now she was building something that would end billions. We call it the Veil, she said, her voice barely steady. Biological weapon. Spreads through any Kethran population within days. 100% fatality rate. No cure. It targets only their biology. It won't affect humans or most other species. Nakamura looked at the container. Make more. Reyes closed her eyes. When she opened them, they were wet. Admiral, I became a doctor to save lives. These are innocent people, children. They had nothing to do with Elysium. Nakamura turned to face her. Her eyes were not cruel. They were exhausted, filled with a weight that had no name. No, she said softly. We will not be better than them. We will be worse, much worse, and that is exactly what the galaxy needs to see. She paused. If we show mercy, other species will think they can kill some of us and negotiate later. The only way humanity survives is if every species knows that attacking us means extinction, not for soldiers, for everyone. Reyes stared at her for a long moment. Then she wiped her eyes, straightened her shoulders, and went back to work. The Black Armada. On the final night of the year, Admiral Nakamura gathered her officers for the last briefing. The room was dark, except for the glow of holographic displays. Kethran territory burned red at the center of the star map. The Black Armada is complete, General Park reported. 4,200 warships. Every ship carries enough firepower to crack a planet. Every ship is named after Elysium, after the children, after the dead. Colonel Santos spoke next. Intelligence operations complete. We have detailed maps of every Kethran world. Our operatives are in place. Communications networks identified. Primary fleet located. We know where every Kethran sleeps. Dr. Reyes was last. Her voice was barely above a whisper. The veil is ready. Enough containers to sterilize every Kethran world. Once deployed, extinction is complete within 30 days. Nakamura listened to each report in silence. Then she stood and faced her officers, men and women who had sacrificed their sleep, their families, their morality for this single moment. I want to be clear about what we are doing, she said. We are not just going to war, we are going to commit genocide. We are going to kill billions of people, most of whom had nothing to do with Elysium. We are going to become the thing we hate. She paused. If anyone wishes to resign, you may do so now. I will not blame you. No one moved. No one spoke. Every officer in that room had lost someone on Elysium. Nakamura nodded slowly. Tomorrow at dawn, the Black Armada launches. The Kethrans will wake to find their worst nightmare at their doorstep, and then they will learn what humanity has become. She looked up at the stars through the viewport above. Governor Hardin warned them. He told them to remember his face. She turned away. Tomorrow they will, and then they will die. Commander Vreth was asleep in his mansion on Kethrar Prime when the alarms began screaming. He ran to the window. The night sky was on fire. Commander, enemy ships in the outer system. We cannot count them. Hundreds, thousands. They appeared from nowhere. What species? Vreth demanded. A pause. When the voice returned, it was trembling. Humans, sir. The humans are here. Vreth felt his blood go cold. For a year, he had told everyone that the humans were broken, that his victory had proven their weakness for all time. He had been wrong. The Black Armada struck 17 military installations within the first hour. Human ships materialized from subspace with weapons already firing. No announcements, no demands for surrender, no warning. They simply attacked. The Battle of Kethrar lasted 11 minutes. 400 Kethran warships, the pride of their military, caught in dry dock, their crews asleep, were destroyed before they could even clear their stations. Admiral Yuki Nakamura stood on the bridge of her flagship, New Elysium, and felt nothing. No triumph, no satisfaction, just a cold, hollow emptiness that had lived inside her since she watched 10 million people die. She opened a galaxy-wide broadcast. This is Admiral Yuki Nakamura of the United Human Fleet. 1 year ago, you watched the Kethrans murder 10 million humans. You watched them kill our children. You watched and did nothing. Some of you cheered. She paused. Today, we give our response. Not to the Kethrans, they are already dead. They just don't know it yet. Our response is to you. To every species that watched our children burn, to every voice that laughed. Her voice hardened like cooling steel. Watch closely. This is what happens when you kill human children. This is what happens when we make us watch. We will not stop until the Kethran Dominion is extinct, not defeated, not humbled, extinct. And when we are done, every species in this galaxy will understand. Humanity remembers, and humanity repays. The Wall. The extinction took 37 days. When it was over, 28 billion Kethrans were dead. Their worlds were empty. Their cities were tombs. Their civilization was dust and silence. Admiral Nakamura declared the operation complete on the 2nd anniversary of the Elysium massacre. The Kethran worlds were not colonized. Their technology was not salvaged. Their history was not preserved. Humanity left them exactly as they were, empty monuments. Let them stand, Nakamura said. Let every ship that passes through see what we did.
The Kethrin worlds are not prizes, they are warnings. The galaxy changed forever after that day. The Grand Concord dissolved, the old order collapsed. In its place rose something new, and it wore a human face. Species that laughed now came with trembling hands and generous gifts. Species that cheered came with apologies. Everyone wanted to be friends with humanity now. Everyone was terrified of being next. Years passed. Admiral Nakamura retired. She returned to Elysium, rebuilt now as a memorial world, not a colony. No one wanted to live where so many had died. Instead, the entire moon became a place of remembrance. At its center stood the wall. It stretched for kilometers in every direction. On its surface were carved the name of every person killed in the massacre. 10,327,416 names. Nakamura bought a small house near the wall. She tended a garden in its shadow. Visitors came, journalists, historians, young soldiers. She always said the same thing. I am not proud of what I did. I do not regret it. I did what was needed to be done. They needed to learn that humans cannot be killed without consequence. They learned. That is all that matters. A journalist asked her, "If you could go back, would you show mercy?" Nakamura looked out at her garden for a long time before answering. Mercy is a luxury for those who are safe. We were not safe. The galaxy watched our children burn and cheered. If I had shown mercy, other species would have seen weakness and tested it. More children would have died. She paused. I broke the cycle. I paid for that with my soul. 28 billion souls, to be precise. I will carry that weight until I die. But humanity is safe now. No species will attack us. Not because we are strong, because they remember what happens when they try. She turned back to the journalist. I would make the same choice 1,000 times. The alternative is watching more children die while the galaxy laughs. I would rather be a monster than allow that. Admiral Yuki Nakamura died peacefully in her sleep, aged 108. She was buried in her garden, facing the wall. Her headstone bore no titles, no honors, only her name, 2 dates, and a single line. Humanity remembers, and humanity repays. The Kethrin worlds still stand empty today. 37 ghost planets where nothing moves but the wind. Cities with no lights, streets where no footsteps sound. Ships passing through sometimes pick up old transmissions, Kethrin voices talking about daily life, about art, about hopes and fears. Ghost signals from a dead civilization. Haunting, terrifying, a warning written in the silence of 37 worlds. And on Elysium's wall, at its very center, a small plaque bears no name, only the words Admiral Nakamura spoke on the day she launched the war that changed the galaxy forever. No mercy, no survivors. This is the price of touching our children. Let the galaxy remember. The galaxy remembered. The galaxy would always remember. Because when humanity remembers, they repay, and they never, ever forget. They wanted to show the galaxy our fear. Instead, they showed the galaxy our fury. They called it a lesson. We called it a mistake. The last mistake they ever made. Carved above the entrance to Elysio's wall,